been waiting for a long time, gotta do it. And won't let nothing hold me down, gotta do it. Because I may not get another chance, I believe it. If I want it, I can have it, I believe it. Done with falling, done with losing, I can do it. I think I'll tell myself again, I can do it.
We'll never start on time. Come on, tune in. Okay. Now let me get to it for real. Hey y'all, it's Dominique with Unapologetically Dominique, and I'm presenting my first WCW this week. Whoop whoop, we back. So I have Miss Sonya Cooke. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
All righty. Good evening, everyone. I hope you are having a safe drive from work, heading home. Be careful, please. My name is Sonya Cooke, and I am the owner and president and CEO of Girl Talk Incorporated, which is an empowerment program for girls here in the Indianapolis community, ages 10 to 18. I am also a mentor with my organization as well as with the Inner Beauty program. I do a lot of volunteering and mentoring in the community with our young women. I enjoy it. And I'm just out here trying to live my best life.
Which is how we met. That's actually how we met.
Yeah.
Trying to live our best life.
Trying to
Come through
live
with
our
the
best
life.
life. That's right. That's the only way to do it, though. Ain't no sense in out here not doing nothing. You might as well live it and try to achieve everything that you are passionate about, and just get out here and do what you do.
Yes, ma'am. So, what is new with you?
Okay, so let's see. I have my Girl Talk program, which we are going into our third year starting January 2019. We start our first program in 2019, January the 12th, and that goes from January the 12th to March the 2nd. As soon as I get home, I'm going to put the Eventbrite live out. So if there are parents, aunties, uncles, grandparents that have girls between the ages of 10 and 18 that would like to be involved in an empowerment program that uplifts, provides a non-judgmental platform for girls to kind of talk about the things that they go through in life, and we give them the tools to make better decisions regarding those issues and challenges going forward. Please look up Girl Talk Inc. Indy on Facebook. Or you can go to our website at girltalkincorporated.com. And if you have any questions for me, you can go to girltalkincorporated101@gmail.com. Let's see. Also, I just started a new job about a month and a half ago, almost 2 months, at the Indianapolis school system, school IPS 48. That has been an eye-opener. When I tell you, it is a true eye-opener. So just pray my strength in the Lord.
So speaking of Girl Talk, I seen that you guys were feeding the homeless, or you were doing something.
We were at the Dove House.
Okay.
We are currently in our 8 weeks off. Our programming, we do 8 weeks on and 8 weeks off. We have 7 weeks of topics, and then the 8th week is graduation, and then we're 8 weeks off. And during our 8 weeks off, we do something fun with the girls, as well as we'd like to do a community service event, because it's always important to teach our girls to give back. To teach them that there are others that are less fortunate than them, and it's always good to help out. It's always good to lend your time in whatever way you can. So we were at the Dove House Recovery Center last weekend, and they had their holiday party. Okay. And so our girls served food. They helped giving out teddy bears and presents, and they did a lot with them. So I was told by my partner, Kelsey Taylor, that it was a huge success. The girls really enjoyed themselves. And so we posted pictures out there on Facebook for everybody to see.
I seen that, and I'm your little stalker, so don't judge me.
Hey, don't worry about it, because I stalk people pictures too, because I like to see what people was about, So I'm like, okay, what they got out here? So I do it too.
So I seen you guys. I want to say it was at your house. Was it at your
Yes,
house?
we do a Girl Talk sleepover. This is our second sleepover we've had. It's going to become an annual thing. The girls like to sleep over. Girls like to have fun. We play games. We made vision boards. We ate cookies and made brownies and just had a good time. Music. And the girls like that. And that's a chance for them to let their hair down. They can see Miss Sonya in an environment where I'm relaxed and it's not all about teaching, and so we really have a good time, and they had a good time too. So yeah, it was fun. And I allowed some of my girls from the school where I'm at, school IPS 48, I invited some of them.
Really? To the house?
Yeah. I probably
Okay.
won't do it again
Ooh.
because that's a whole nother story. But you know what? You try to expose young ladies that would not otherwise be exposed to certain things. You want them to be around other girls, where it ain't always have to be about gossiping and you think you
There's something
cute and all
different.
that. There's something different.
There's
And I
more in the
wanted to
world.
show them that, hey, just because you see all this, it wasn't always like this. I didn't grow up like this. So what you see now is because I made choices and I wanted something different for myself. So I had to make some decisions in my life, and I had to make some choices different from the ones I made earlier in my life. And this is the end result. And I hope it doesn't stop. I hope it gets better. So I want to show them that. And, for the most part, it went well. But, we just going to have to make some adjustments. That's all. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's always trial and error.
It
always
is.
trial and error, and it makes it better and better.
It
every
does.
time.
It does. And hopefully they will see this and change a little bit, but they're still young too, and they're still impressionable. And so hopefully, me talking to them being around other girls that, don't necessarily participate in some of the things that they participate in. Hopefully they'll see that, okay,
kind of rub off a little bit.
yeah, rub off on them and see that, okay, I want a different life. If Miss Sonya can do it, then I can do it too. Or if they see other girls and talk to other girls that have gone through something, but they've changed their ways and now they're lighter, then maybe they feel like they can do the same thing too. So that's the goal.
Okay.
That's the goal.
So what should we be expecting for next year?
Oh my God. So
can we get a little bit? I mean, you ain't got to give it all.
I won't give it
Just
all.
a smidge.
But you know what? Girl Talk, like I said, we're going into our third year. We're actually being programming 3 years in April.
Okay.
And so 2019, we're going to be doing a Girl Talk mother-daughter Mother's Day brunch.
Okay.
And that's going to be really great. And we're going to have some surprise speakers. So that's going to be super duper awesome. We're going to have a domestic violence. Let me see. It's domestic violence, teen domestic violence, self-defense, and sex trafficking workshop.
Okay.
And we're going to kind of combine that all together because a lot of times when girls are in these toxic relationships, they need to know how to protect themselves. And that's where the self-defense comes in at. And then some of these girls that are in relationships with older guys kind of put them in certain situations.
That was me.
And so we want to give them all the information that we can to arm them. So if they find themselves in a particular situation, they'll be like, okay, I remember, I learned this in Girl Talk. I remember they taught us that. Or if they have those self-defense skills to kind of at least protect themselves to get away from the situation long enough to get away from the situation. So, so that's what's coming up. And then we have a few more other things coming up. So it's looking good. We're going to be in a new location.
Okay.
Girl Talk. We are growing. So we found a bigger facility to have our programs at. So we're going to be able to service more girls and mentor more girls. So I'm super excited about that. And so, we have a bunch of other stuff, but my memory is bad. I'm getting old. I have a birthday coming next month.
Okay, so what you got planned?
You know what?
I know you and hubby got something.
But
nice
you know what?
planned.
Okay, so this is the deal. So
Okay.
I didn't have anything planned really because me and my husband are planning a trip the end of the month. But Sunshine Anderson will be here at the new spot called Impulse, right there, right before you get to 86 in Michigan.
I heard it all before. And it's on my birthday, January the 4th. So I was like, okay, I like her. That's the only song I know by her. Is there any other? I don't know. But we getting ready, and DJ Marcus Wayne is going to be there on the ones and twos. So
we are going. I told all my cousins this is where we're going to be at. We're going to be at Impulse to hear Sunshine Anderson, and hopefully, I was thinking about having a game night at my house.
Now that'll be fun.
Yeah, cause
That'll be fun.
yeah. So I'm thinking,
just knowing you.
Yeah, because we like to cut up. You know, you get with your cousins and your family, and you invite a few crazy friends, and the next thing you know, it's 2:00 in the morning. And if anybody knows me, I'm in the corner somewhere asleep. I done left everybody downstairs somewhere. So, but it's gonna be fun. You know, I don't never want to get to the point to where I'm this old fogey, not wanting to do anything. I want to try to celebrate each and every day as well as my birthday because it's a blessing to be here. You know, the way things are happening, you know, we just hear these unfortunate, you know, tragedies and deaths going on with young people and people period. And so I want to just celebrate my life. You know, I'm thankful that where I am today. I'm thankful that I've grown, you know, from the person I was when I was younger to where I am now. And so I'm happy. I'm in a good place. I am.
So what do you have planned? The holidays are coming up. So do you have big plans for that?
The holidays are coming up. My daughter is coming in town. Yay.
Okay, because you just went to go see her.
I went to go see her and she's good now. And so I was just texting right before we got on air. She's coming in town from Arizona. So I'm super psyched. You know, my family, I have a big family. So my aunt is having something for her nieces and nephews and all of us. So we're going to have a car party night, right? I think that's going to be on Saturday, next Saturday. And then we go over my one aunt's house. That's where everybody gets together. And then I'm doing Christmas. Me and my husband are doing Christmas at our house. So we always do Christmas. So the guys are downstairs. The old folks is at the dining room table. You know, the little kids is upstairs tearing something up. We already know, spilling some Kool-Aid or juice. You know, and so it's gonna be fun. It's just gonna be a lot of family. So I'm excited. I like my family. I do. I really like them. You know, sometimes you be like, I don't want to be bothered with them. I like my family. They crazy. They are. They're fun. So yeah. So that's what we're doing for the holidays and New Year's Eve. I don't know. I was looking at the comedy show tickets.
Yes,
Mike Epps
and them are gonna be here. I seen that.
On $125 a piece.
Ooh, and I didn't know that the way the bank account is set up.
Yeah, and I went on there today, and I was like, I'm getting a little more frugal as I'm getting older. I told my husband, I said, these tickets are $125. I don't want. Are
those good seats?
They were probably okay. So it's gonna be at the Farmers at the fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds, okay.
Yeah, Farmers Combat Sim. So they're gonna be there, and they were floor seats.
Okay.
They were floor seats. Look like if we were looking at the Marat chart, it was probably maybe like OP. That's the row I was looking at. $125.
See, we went to go see Martin Lawrence when he came. All them people came. We went to go see.
Was that
him.
at the Farmers Coliseum too?
Yeah, at the fairground.
Okay. Yeah.
The parking was the worst. It was so bad. The
and
parking
it's cold
was so
outside
terrible.
too.
It was terrible. Well, mine was a little warm. I wore my little dress and it was okay.
Okay.
But the parking was terrible. But we had pretty decent seats. Even though we weren't sitting on the floor, we were sitting kind of higher up, but we had a great view of everything.
Okay.
So
okay.
They are, but that $125.
Yeah, that $125, and that's $125 times 2 on top of taxes, on top of a fee here and a fee there. So that's $120. That's $250. You could easily probably be spending $300.
Close, yeah.
And I know it's New Year's, but if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I want to put on a cute dress and some pumps and be looking fabulous. I don't want to be sitting down somewhere, which, I love Mike Epps. I do, and I love some more. And
I'm sure he'll be back in town. I want to say he'll be here for Valentine's Day. I seen something where he will be here for Valentine's Day.
Well, you know what? I really want to see some more. Because I like her. She trifling. She raunchy. I love her, though. I do. I love her. Because she say stuff that, you think your ratchet self thinks. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of you saying that, everybody has their ratchet side.
Let me tell you something. And I tell the girls that. I said, there's one, you can always be a lady. Always be a lady. But when you get with your girlfriends, you can be as ratchet as you want to be, because those are the people that you're supposed to be able to let your hair down with. You're supposed to be who you are, ghetto chick and all, you supposed to be that chick with your girls. And so, yeah, I think we all got that ratchet side. We all got that. You be like,
y'all wouldn't believe. So I was at home one day and I got a DM from Sonya, and it was that song.
Oh,
Living My Best Life. So y'all, that's my song. Everybody know that's my song. That's how I get to work. That's how I make it in places I'm supposed to be. It's supposed to take 30 minutes, but I get there in about 20, 15.
let me tell you something. I had just learned about that song. My brother was taking me to the airport. This was in the summer, just in the summer. So, and I don't know if the song had just come out, but it was in the summer. I was meeting my husband in Jersey to hang out with my in-laws and whatnot. So he was like, "Have you heard this song?" And I was like, "Put it on." And when I heard it, I instantly fell in love with it because it's one of those songs. I ain't going back and forth. I'm not going back and forth with y'all. I'm not getting ready to do it.
When you sent it
baby,
to me, though.
I sent it to everybody I knew because I'm all hyped knowing I'm late to the game. Song probably been out. I'm late.
When she sent it to me, I was like, damn. I wanted to say, damn, I like this song. I was like, damn, I like this song.
That wasn't your first time hearing it, was it?
No, it wasn't my first time hearing it, but the fact you sent it to me, I was like, is she trying to say that this is a bad song?
No, girl, that
damn, I really
like that.
Song.
You know what my other ratchet song is?
Oh,
I
Lord.
love it. And I just heard it on the way here. And I was like, hey, in the car.
It can't be Cardi. Don't tell me it's Cardi B.
No.
Okay. I was about to say, you ain't with that ratchet yet.
No,
okay.
Not that. I don't think I could be that ratchet. Blow the whistle. Too shorts, blow, baby. Oh my God. Let me tell you something.
I am done.
Girl, let me tell you something. If it was the summertime, I would have got out at a light and started jamming. Let me tell you something. I met Too Short. Oh yeah, I would have been that girl. Yeah, not in the wintertime.
No, she's dead serious.
Let me tell you something. If I was at a light and who's a DJ that drive at 5? Because
I know who you talking about. Drive at 5. Drive at 5. Come on, who is it?
Man, I love
you
him.
Never heard Blow the Whistle by Too Short?
Yes, no, I'm saying, but that's just my jam. That's my ratchet song. I met him. I was on me and a couple girlfriends went on the Tom Joyner cruise. It was in 2012, I think. We went on a cruise. Too Short was on the cruise. When I say he is such a cool dude. He partied with us because they had this because all the comedy and the concerts and stuff seemed like they happened at like 2 a.m, like really late. And so it was a late concert. I made sure after I had dinner, I went back to the room and fell asleep.
You needed a power nap.
Yes, I needed a power nap to stay up that late. So we party. And so after the concert, on the cruise, they have a little place where the DJ is still doing his thing. Man, we stayed up and partied till like 6 a.m. He was such a cool dude. Him and Scarface. Scarface was amazing. And they was just like, they wasn't those type of celebrities that, we need to be with the other celebrities. They kicked it with the, the regular folk, us common folk. And when I say we had such a good, Too Short was such a gentleman. He bought drinks. He kicked it with us. We laughed. We cutting up like we went to the same high school together. He was that kind of dude. Then I seen him again. What was it? Last winter or winter before last at in Broad Ripple at the Vogue.
At the Vogue.
Man, I made sure I wore my tennis shoes and baby, I jammed. Yes. So he puts on a good concert. He's a cool dude. So yeah, Blow the Whistle is one of my ratchet songs. If I'm ever at the lights and that song come on, I'm getting out the car. I'm getting out the car and I'm hollering. I'm doing all that.
No, not
I am.
Finger with it.
I am. I just hope don't nobody with some influence see me just trying to get girl talk a few dollars. But hey.
Mine is
because they be like, oh my God, is that how how people try to act brand new, you know what I'm saying?
Like they new to the game.
Yeah, no, I'm not that girl. What you see is what you get, But I am a lady when I need to be. Which is
just not when Blow the Whistle come on.
When Blow the Whistle come on, I'm gonna be ratchet. I'm gonna be kicking off my shoes if I got a dress on. I know I have a girlfriend. She said that was gonna be her wedding song. That's the song they was gonna walk into, her and her bride. She said that. Now how true it is, I don't know, but she did say that. So yeah, she said, "Girl, that's gonna be my song." I said, "Baby, I'm gonna be walking right with you." I mean, I love that song.
I got a couple ratchets.
Yeah.
Booty by Black Youngster is my.
See, I don't know those. Yeah,
I lose all home training that my mama taught me.
Booty by Black Youngster. See, I don't even know who that is.
I don't know him except that song.
Okay.
I don't know him except that song. But it's just, it's my. You remember how when Back That Ass Up came out?
Yes.
You remember how That's what that is.
Everybody. That's all you
what it
seen.
is.
Chicks with booties, even chicks with no booties. They was trying to back something up.
That's what it is.
They was backing up back.
That's what it is. Every
Okay.
time Black youngster come on in that song, that's what it does. So
Okay.
that one and Cardi B, Be Careful With Me. That song just gets me every time.
See, this is my thing. I like beats.
Okay.
I'm a beat person. If you got a banging beat, like I was just listening to, so after Blow the Whistle came on first. And then the song by LL,
Head Sprung.
Man, that got a banging beat. Beat. And that's what's just playing in the car. I was trying to sit in there so I can get the last little bit of beat. But that has a banging beat. So I like beats. If the song has a banging beat and the lyrics are not too vulgar, because at my age, it's like, you know what, why is it so necessary to say that vulgar stuff? Like, I like one of Cardi B's songs, and it was before she got popular. I think she was still on the she was still on Love and Hip Hop, I believe. I was late to the game. So she has on All Red. And it's a banger. The beats is the bomb. It's called Red something, and she's jamming. Like the beat is the bomb. Yeah. So but all that other stuff, but the beat is good.
So Sonya sent me that song, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, is she in mentor mode? Do I have to be mentor Dominique or
baby?
I was like, because my inner ratchet was like, that's my song.
Because I sent it to a lot of people, but I'm not real tech savvy, so I didn't put a message before. So I was like, I was telling everybody else I done found the new jam, which it was new to me, but probably old to everybody else. So but it was a banger. It's a bang. I love it. I still love it.
So anytime you come in, that's the song I'm playing, y'all. I gotta see this side of Sonya. I gotta see it.
Let me tell you something. And you know what? I still like to dance. Like, I wish there was a spot that grown folks could go and just get your dance on and have a good time, because I still like to dance. I ain't gonna act like, oh, I don't be going to the club, I'm too old. Every now and then I like to step and go somewhere and get my dance on, because I do like to dance. I do. To me, that's my exercise. So, but there's no place to go. I would love to be like, okay, y'all, meet me at so-and-so for my birthday.
See, I don't hit the club anymore, but I done got big on karaoke.
I don't want to be there with Grandpa and them.
Don't do Ebony and Ivory.
Who? Because I still want to be able to, if I'm sitting down, I still want to be able to have an intelligent conversation with somebody, but I still want to go and dance and hear some, because let me see. Okay. But do the Grand Jam anymore. And see, and this is the deal. I like to get my cocktail.
I never know all the clubs.
See, this is my thing.
Oh, you used to go. No, we need something that's current.
Right. Well, and see, I want to go and I want them to play the good music.
A good mixture of both.
Yeah, I like the Isley Brothers. I like them too. Okay. Now you know what? It's another spot. No, they be shooting up in there. Take Back Tuesday on at the what's the song?
Epic?
No, it's down on every Tuesday. DJ Metronome is down there. Down on Pennsylvania, right across the street from Eddie's Brew House. What's it? Oh,
I'm not sure.
And
I'm not sure.
When I say Tuesday, he's in there jamming. DJ Metronome. Yes, baby. But the problem is now I got to get up and go to work. And then
I can't party on a Tuesday. I won't be no good on Wednesday.
Right. And then plus, usually if I'm going, I'm driving, because I'm the type of person, I like to drive, because when I want to go, I'm ready to go. And if you get your cocktail on, I can't be driving because, I don't want to be drinking and driving, and, you don't want to risk that. But Coaches, it's called Coaches. Okay. Coaches, yes. Baby, DJ Metronome be down there jamming.
See, I just had a birthday, and I'm so over the club thing. So everybody
been to a club in so long.
Everybody asked me, Neek, what do you want to do? I said, y'all, I want to go to karaoke. So we went to the living room lounge. What you mean you don't believe me?
Living room got good chicken wings.
We went to the living room lounge and we had some wings.
Boy, they wings.
And I turned into Adina Howard. I got drunk enough and turned into Adina Howard, y'all.
No.
I got up there and did Freak Like Me, y'all. And my
See?
sister said she knew I was feeling myself a little too much. She said, because I kept dropping it. And anybody knows me knows I got bad knees. My sister said I kept dropping it because I was in character. My sister said I was in character.
God.
But yeah, that's how it
Yeah, see, and my birthday is on a Friday. It falls on a Friday.
Oh,
So I'm like, that is so awesome sauce because I can go out, get my little fun party on, and then sleep in.
Saturday, sleep in.
So, and I really would. I wish I could find some place where I can go and dance with some grown folks because I don't want to be with nobody where they pants are sagging. I don't want to be with nobody where I got to find the closest exit when I come in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be messing up my shoes. Trying to get, I don't want to do that. So I want to be somewhere where some grown folks want to have a good time, just like me. We leave by 1:00 because that's my shutdown time. And that's it. So,
If I have a nap, I can stay up past
if there's
1:00.
anybody out there where the grown folks be, let a sister know. My birthday is January the 4th. It's on a Friday. Not matinee. Matinee, that's 5. Well, you know what? It is dark at 5, 6 o'clock. So matinee might be all right. Matinee, 5 o'clock. 5 to 10. No, I don't want it that. I don't want that early.
People just getting off of work.
Right. See, I don't want a matinee. I ain't that bad. At least as long as I'm out the house by 9 o'clock. I want to be out of the house by 9 o'clock. I want to be in the spot where I'm going to be at by 10 o'clock, and then I give you about 2-3 good hours of fun and dance. And
so you can stay out to about 12.
I can stay up to about 12 or 1 on my birthday anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, and as long as the music is good, because see, as long as the music is banging,
The time flies by.
yeah, you enjoying your refreshments, you laughing with your girls and people or whoever, and y'all having a good time. I can stay out until about 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
If it's
they
dead,
got a weak DJ.
If
yeah,
the
if
DJ,
the DJ
I
is
hate
weak,
bad
it's-
DJ.
yeah.
I
So,
hate a bad
so yeah,
DJ.
so that's what I want. I would love because I like to dance. I like to get my little shake a tail feather on. I do. I like to get my, but there's no place to do that at. Not really.
I don't know. I did not. We danced. I don't know. The environment down at the living room lounge was so cool. Like it was so laid back that we danced a little bit.
Yeah,
we had a good
it is
time.
cool.
You sang with everybody. You had a pretty good time. So that's
living
why I
room
picked
is
that
cool.
place. That's why I picked it.
Yeah,
And
living
plus,
room is cool.
they drinks wasn't too badly priced.
Nope.
So
And as long as you tip, you can get you a good pour. I'm a tipper. I tip people because I understand that those bartenders and waitresses, a lot of times they only make $2 and some change an hour. And if you make me a good drink, I'm going to tip you because I want you to continue to make me a good drink. I got you, keep them coming. Yeah. And then if you have a good drink, you don't have to drink so much.
that's true. It'd be
Yeah.
them watered down drinks.
Yeah,
to get off-
and this is it. I remember me and my husband used to go to Cancun
Mhm.
all the time. We used to go to Cancun.
I love Cancun.
I love Cancun too. We used to go to Cancun all the time. And so we're at the resort or whatever. Now, this is the deal. They come giving you this off-brand tequila. What is this? Because it don't taste the same. You used to your Jose Cuervo or Mezcal or whatever.
1800.
You start tipping them, they bring out the good stuff. And you're like, oh, okay. So whenever me and my husband go to Cancun, we always take like 51s, just 50 singles. And I promise you, they usually have a lot of swim up bars,
I
at
love
those
the swim
resorts.
up bars.
Love the swim up bar.
them.
They see you coming, they'll have your drink ready. They know your name.
It's
It's
a
in the
bar
pool,
that's
in the pool. In the
So
pool.
you like walk
Yeah,
and the
you
bar
could-
is like in the pool. So
Yeah,
you're
so
sitting
you ain't
in the
got to
water in
actually
the
get
pool.
out of the pool. They got little stools. Yeah, yeah. So that's what they do. So they give you the janky tequila, but if they see that you're a tipper, because I'm sure they probably don't make a whole lot of money either. If you start
And
tipping
it's
them,
American money.
yeah, American money, yes. You start tipping them, they'll start giving you. They give you the good stuff.
How do your ones stay dry if you're in the pool?
They don't care.
Oh,
Not
They don't
at all.
care. Because what
Not
they
at
can
all.
do, they can dry them off. But most, I guess some men, some in swim trunks, they have like a little plastic pocket so
Something
you
in
can put
there.
your little ID.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you can keep it dry. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And so sure do. And they take them wet ones. just like drywall. Yeah. And that's how they do it. That's a lot of people do it. As long as you tip people, because it's a courtesy, you tip people, they'll take care of you. So if you take care of me, I take care of you. That's how I am. So
See, and she's not lying. Me and my friends, we went to Cancun. It was maybe a couple years ago. We went, and when I say they had us playing tequila volleyball.
oh yeah.
They had us playing
It's
tequila
awesome.
volleyball. And when I say we were stumbling to the room drunk by 12:30, noon,
yeah.
1
I'm
in the
telling you.
afternoon.
It's so fun.
I mean,
And you're on vacation. I done fell asleep on my lounge chair. Got my little big old towel cup. Fell asleep because you're drinking, and you know when it's all
it's
day.
such a cool spot, and it's so like mellow. So one of my cousins had to crawl up to the room. It was so bad. One of my homegirls fell in the elevator. It was so
you're
bad.
On vacation though.
At 1 in the afternoon, it was so bad. It was so bad.
But you get your sleep on, and then you come on back out.
You do it all over again. So
it is.
Cancun is a worth it trip, and it's a cheap trip.
It is. It's an inexpensive trip, but I heard they down there killing folk now.
It is.
I heard.
I know.
I don't know how true it is. I'm just telling you. I heard that you better not go off the resort.
We left the resort. Actually, we ended up leaving the resort because we did an what's it called? Excursion.
Yeah.
We did an excursion, and when I tell you, we seen machine guns and we seen machine guns and everything, and I was like, oh.
Well, when me and my husband, okay, so we went to Cancun. We got engaged in Cancun, and then we did our honeymoon in Cancun. And I think we went to Cancun probably 2 or 3 more times after that. So that was back early in 2000s. So we have not been since then. We have not been in a while. But I heard that, you know, they were doing a lot of killing down there, and so they were like, if you go there, make sure you stay at the resort. Don't go off site or anything like that.
Because we went.
I just don't want to even be there. If y'all, because I mean, I know you can die anywhere, and when it's your time, it's your time. But you know what? I don't want to be doing nothing unnecessary. You know,
put yourself in that position.
And I love it though. It's really nice. Food is always good. It's always a good time. The sun is right up the street, so I'm gonna get a good tan.
So what can we? Okay. So the year's ending. Let's reflect back a little bit this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So biggest accomplishment this year.
You know what? My biggest accomplishment this year, just figuring out who I am. I believe, because I'm in my 40s now. I'm towards the end of my 40s. I'm getting towards the end of my 40s. I'm learning who I am more. I know what I want to do, and now that I'm in the school system, as you know, it's not all about making money. It's about doing something that you're passionate about. And I really love kids. And I love kids for the simple fact, I remember when I was a young woman and I didn't have somebody looking out for me and wanting to help me and empowering me like I'm empowering young girls now. And I wish I could have had that so bad, because maybe my life would have been different. But then I also think about everything happens for a reason. My life went the way it did because this was the journey that I was supposed to go on. And so I just want to be to some young woman what I wanted when I was a young woman. And so I realized that now that's what I want to do. And it doesn't matter the money, because, you know, I get all my joy and pleasure out of helping kids. Now, and I love all kids. I promise I do, but I don't like bad kids. I don't like bad kids.
And that's just real covenant. Okay.
But I'm learning, because I like to read a lot. I want to take this human services, get my human services degree from Indiana Wesleyan, but they only offer it online, and I absolutely hate online classes. So I'm a self learner. So I read a lot, and I'm learning that the kids that are at the school, the kids that I'm, you know, so passionate about, and the kids that I'm going to bat for, they have a lot of issues going on. They have a lot of trauma. They have a lot of things that are going on in their lives that they didn't cause. You know, there's some adult that is supposed to be looking out for them that is not looking out for them. And so I have to understand and be mindful of that when I get frustrated, when I'm thinking some things are just common sense. Like, this is just common sense. You know, you're in school to learn. You're in school to get the knowledge and education so you can grow up and be the well-balanced person that you need to be successful. And I'm thinking it's common sense. Come on now, straighten up. Do you understand? You watch the news. Do you see what's going on in your community? You would think that they want to do better, but it's so many
of them
things
don't know.
fighting them.
Yeah,
It's
some
so
people
much.
don't know
Yeah,
better
and some of them don't know
at
better because they
home.
haven't been taught, or there's so much that is. A young lady at the sleepover told me. To me, it was an awful story. And I'm like, dang. And at the time, you in the fourth grade now. So you were in like the third grade. Somebody was supposed to be protecting you, and they weren't. You know, and so I have to be mindful of that when some kid, Miss Cook, I'm Miss Cook in the school, and you tell them to do something, and they get all flip it with you, or you tell them, come here, get in the room, because I talk to kids, and I know I shouldn't do this. I talk to kids like they mine. I talk to kids because nurturing. It's that nurturing
Whatever
thing.
the kids love. Hold on, we were on a panel, y'all, and the kids gravitated towards Miss Sonya. They loved it, and these teenage girls, they were. You could tell they were shady. Some of them
Yeah,
wanted
you
to
could
throw
tell
out
it's
little
shady.
stuff, and some of the girls, some of the women would talk, and they just be like,
But you know
"But
what?
Miss Sonya would talk. She give it to them so real." And I
I
swear,
do.
they ended up loving her. They took a lot of her pamphlets. They loved
You know what?
you.
And I think we have to be honest with kids, because let me tell you something. I truly learned. These kids know a lot. They know
We don't give
stuff
them
that
enough
they
credit.
shouldn't know, really. So they're very street savvy in the sense. But I talk to them, I treat them like I would treat my kids, because a lot of them are not getting that mothering, that nurture. Because I tell people all the time, I think discipline and love can cure all this mess. Now I know there's some kids that need the pills. They truly have the
Issues.
diagnoses and whatever that they've been labeled with. But some of them just need discipline and love. And I think that cures
Patience.
everything. And you have to be patient with them. And so I have to be mindful when I'm talking to them. I'm gonna give it to you real, because when you get out on these streets, they ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. They gonna give it to you real. So I'm gonna give it to you real, so this is what it's gonna be. And if you don't get your stuff together, you gonna go down this road. And I tell the kids all the time, the reason why I fuss at y'all so much, the reason why I stay on top of you so much, because when you go out in this world, that's how it's gonna be. So I want to prepare you, but I'm also gonna love you. Like in the morning, I do breakfast duty. So along with a few other teachers, and so we're getting the kids, come on in, get your break. And I'm like, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, beautiful. I talk to them like that, because there's probably somebody beautiful. There's probably someone that never gave them that hug. And so I get more hugs. Like this one little boy gonna tell me, and I know I probably can't say his name, but he gonna tell me, and he a little husky little boy, 5th grade, keep his little fade, got a little earring in
Oh,
his
so he think he
ear.
cute, huh?
He think
He
he
think he
cute,
real cute.
cool. He cute.
Okay.
He a little cute little thing. He be like, Miss Cook, you smell good. And I'm like, Giorgio, look, I didn't say his name. I said, so and so, look. I said, get on away from me. He said, but you do, Miss Cook. You smell good. You always smell good, and your skin is soft. I said, boy, if you don't get out my face, go on, get your break. I have to talk to them, and they just get tickled by it. But I hug them, and I call them handsome. I call them beautiful, because I want their self-esteem to be raised. And I say it all the time, because when you say something long enough, you start to believe it. And then once you start to believe it, you start to walk in it. And I want them to start to walk in it and believe that they're worthy. And I help them out. And I try to do girl talk without girl talk. I try to give them little tips. I talk to them. I'm like, ladies are not supposed to talk like that. I said, it's all right to have fun with your girlfriends, but when you're in a professional setting, or when you're in school, carry yourself like a young lady. So I try to talk to them and, give them those little tidbits, because I promise they're not getting it. And you can tell they're not getting it by their behavior.
And see, I worked in the office, and I never knew that would have to be a conversation that had to be had.
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, I've seen
Yes.
people come to interviews in their pajamas. I've seen house shoes. I've seen people come into the
Yeah.
office, period, in house shoes.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, in high school, I wasn't the best dressed. I would throw on some sweats and a t-shirt real quick and
Right.
go to school. But in a professional setting, I just can't believe some of the stuff
Yeah.
that people come in.
And I tell the young girls, I'm like, carry yourself like a lady, and you'll be treated like a lady. I said, now that doesn't mean that someone should treat you other than that. I said, but how you want to be treated is how you present yourself. And so I tell them, I said, and I try to tell them about their clothes. Tuck your clothes in. Always come to school. And I mean, and I know some of them may not have irons, and that's not to say that they all poor and stuff, but I know what I'm dealing with. So I'm gonna be real honest. I know what I'm dealing with. So I try and I help them. I got in my drawer at desk at my at work. I got deodorant. I got wipes for the girls. I got lotion. I got the little throwaway combs. I try to help them. I done bought earrings because I can't stand see naked ears.
You
Woo!
are my mama.
That is a pet peeve of
You are
mine.
my
If you got
mama.
holes in your ears, I'm gonna need you to have some earrings. So I bought hyperallergenic earrings, and I asked the girls, "Are you prone to keloids?" Because then I won't touch that, And I just keep everything that I have up underneath my sink and my little cabinet for my little. That's what I have for the girls because they always, oh, Miss Sonya, you smell good, yo. I said, well, this is what I use, and I bring it in there and I show them and I help them, in the morning. I get them ready. I done took boys in my classroom, wipe their face because for some reason kids is always ashy elbows, ashy around the mouth, just ashy. So I'm wiping their face off. Now here, put this lotion on.
So you
Because
have
I'm a
really,
mama.
that's what I was gonna say. You have really become a mama.
I'm a
to all
mama.
these other kids.
Because I tell them all the time. I said, I always acting like I'm gonna beat them. I said, do something else and I'm gonna beat you. And I tell them that, and they know I ain't gonna beat them. I know I ain't gonna beat them because my principal be like, Sonya, you gonna have us on the news. Miss Cooke, you gonna have us on the. I said, I promise I'm not. I ain't gonna have us on the news. I said, and I don't know if the kids think I'm gonna beat them or not. And most of the time, do what I say. And then you got those ones, but I'm like, get in there before I beat you. Say something else. I'll be like, say something else.
And
So,
the sad part is they respect that.
They
Because
do.
kids like discipline.
One thing
Kids
that I've
love
learned,
discipline. They respect.
they
it.
love discipline, and they know when
respect
you're
it.
sincere. Kids know when you're sincere. They know when you full of it and really don't care about them. But they do know when you're sincere and you really care. And I believe they know that I'm sincere because I do. I hug on them. I fuss at them. I have them in a headlock one day, and then later on that day, you all right? We gonna be okay.
We're gonna move past
the rest
this
of the
now.
day.
You ready?
They be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, you cool? And then I'm good. All right, go on in class. I don't want to hear nothing else. And I talk to them like that because I'm a mama, and I don't see no other way. I for some reason I can't separate it. I can't separate being a because these are little kids, and you know what? Even
but that
though
so works for you,
it works for me.
because I have seen you in action, honey, and them kids love y'all. When I tell you, I feel like Sonya got the most love out of everybody now. I got some love because I was the youngest one. I got some love because I was the young one.
Yeah.
So when they were talking about tempers and stuff like that, they kind of were more with me.
Yeah.
But out of that whole panel, Sonya got them girls all the way together, and they loved every bit of her.
Well,
y'all got to see her work, y'all.
But I think also because my story kind of resonates with them. My backstory kind of resonates with them because I tell them all the time, don't let what I look like now fool you. I went through a lot too, and so I tell them my story, and I'm very transparent about my story because can't nobody judge me. I'm one of God's child, I'm a child of God, and can't nobody judge me because the person that's trying to judge me, you got skeletons busting at the seams trying to get out your closet. You can't judge me. So I'm transparent with my story, and I let them know that I know that you may be going through something similar. You may be going through something totally different, but it's just as traumatic. So I understand where you're coming from because one thing I've learned that kids, when you're mentoring kids, they want to know if you can relate to them. And when they see that I remember going to School 28. This is my first public program. I'm getting ready to do Girl Talk at School 28. Oh yes. And at the time I was told that they've changed it around. But at the time when I went there, it was alternative school. They sent all the bad kids there. And if you can make it out of there, then they can transition you back into regular school. And so I went there, and I went in there with my Girl Talk sign, and I got all my little stuff, and I'm she's at an awesome top law firm here in the city doing it. When I say doing it, you might want to have her on your show one time. She's I love to see young women doing it. And so when I see young women doing it, I'm like, kudos to you. I want to know who you are, because then I want to be able to have those young women come and speak to our girls, because you're closer in age to them than I am. Because, sometimes young people see women my age like, oh, you old, you don't understand. But then when they see women like you ain't perfect, but you out here doing it in spite of. And I want them to be able to see that. So my first impression is like, she's out here doing it. You on a panel with some women that have been through some things. Not to say that you haven't, but you're still, in spite of, you out here doing it. And so that's what I thought.
My first thought of you, Sonya,
What?
I was so intimidated because everybody
What?
was so older than me.
Okay.
Everybody on the panel was
Okay.
so older than me. I was the youngest one there.
Okay.
Even the girl that sat beside me, she was a few years older than me.
Okay.
So I was the youngest one there, and then we all finished, and we all started kind of connecting.
Mhm.
But Sonya came up to me, and Sonya was like, "Hey, we need to connect. We need to, we need to do this and that." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. Because you know what? This is how I am. I have brothers. I have a bunch of brothers. And I grew up with two brothers in my home. My mother has two sons, and then my father had four sons.
Okay.
And then my stepfather, my mother's second husband, he had a son, and he's my big brother too. Like, I don't do that old step brother stuff. I don't do that. You my brother. And so I don't have any sisters.
Ooh.
I don't have any sisters. So I have all these brothers, and I don't have any sisters. So I enjoy my girlfriend relationships. I really do. I look at them like sisters. That's why I don't like fooling with no foolishness. If you all funny act, you can go on over there, because I'm sincere with my friendships. And so when I find a young woman that's out here doing it, that is sincere as I am, I kind of connect with them, because I'm not one of those chicks that, oh, I don't want no whole bunch of chicks around me. That's you. It's always a bunch of foolishness. That's you. Because to be honest, I don't have no foolishness around me. My energy doesn't draw that type of person. I like positive energy. I like to have fun. I love to laugh and crack up. I love to laugh and crack up. That's what me and my husband, we crack up all the time. And I like to see women doing it, embracing one another. I figure we all can win together. I may bounce some ideas off you. If you need to bounce some ideas off of me, hey, Sonya, let me have your opinion. And the same, and back and forth. Hold me accountable, because if I'm doing something wrong, just like at the sleepover, I had to snap on the little girls for a minute. Not a bad snap, but a snap nonetheless. And then
did they mess up the house? What?
They didn't mess up, but they was doing some other little ratchet mess.
Oh,
I have to
okay.
tell you about that off mic.
Oh, okay.
But nonetheless, I had to kind of snap a little bit, but then I felt bad. And then my girlfriend, they was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have said that. Or yeah. And I'm like, thank you, because sometimes I may, even though I felt I probably shouldn't have did it too. So, but sometimes I need to be checked too. I need to be held accountable. And that's what a girlfriend is supposed to do. Somebody that you can trust, somebody that holds you accountable, somebody that you can talk to, you can cry to, all that ear. That's what a girlfriend is supposed to be about. And so when I find women like that I can connect with, I enjoy it and I embrace it.
Like I said, Sonya done got that ugly cry from me, y'all. Yeah, Sonya got that real ugly cry, y'all.
Yeah, but you know what? And it's all good, because we've all had those ugly cries. I have too. Because, like I said, I get discouraged sometimes. And I'm just like, okay, but I'm going to keep on, and I ain't going to worry about it. Like, I'm trying to apply for this huge grant. It's like a huge grant. So they open up the grant. They open up the application process in January. I think the end of January or in January. So I'm discouraged, because not discouraged, but I'm kind of scared, because this is a huge grant. And I know with huge grants, you got to get the verbiage right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard asking people for help. It is, because, I can be a perfectionist sometimes, and I want things done a certain way. And, I know sometimes you got to pay people, and Girl Talk ain't got no whole bunch of money. That's real talk, keeping it 100. We ain't got no whole bunch of money. And it's the grace of God that we're able to function like we do and still have successful programming. Thank God. And so, I got to apply for this grant. So I'm like, and I know the mindset, you got to keep the mind positive, but I'm human. I'm human all day long. I talk about positive energy and all that. I believe in that, but I'm still human.
Mm-hmm.
So, I get discouraged. So I'm coming up on this big grant. So, I'm gonna need a little help. Cause shoot, if we can get this money, then I can do what I need to do with Girl Talk. I'm gonna still do it without the money, but the money will help. I think a lot of people think, oh, nonprofits are out here getting all this money and blah blah blah.
Not at all.
Not me, not me. But we still gonna make it work. We
Okay.
gonna make it work. Yeah.
So, what do you want them to take from Sonya Cooke today? What do you want everybody to take from you? If they were to take anything from this whole interview, what do you want them to take?
What I want people to take is that what you see is what you get from me. I am as authentic as they come. I am sincere and passionate about what I do. And I truly want to go out here and make a better life for these young people. I really want them to know that in spite of everything you're going through, whether it's at home, you know, whether it's the finances, you're not getting the love, the care, just the things that you need, just know that keep working hard and, just keep working towards your goal or whatever you see yourself doing in the future, and it'll be all right. And then just listen to the people that's in your corner. So I want people to know that I'm sincere about what I do. I'm passionate about what I do, because I know how it feels. I know how it feels. And, I enjoy being a mentor. I enjoy talking to young women, and helping them through whatever they need help through. And I'm not saying I have all the answers, because I don't. But what answers that I do have, I'm willing to give and share them. I'm willing to get, and I'm not opposed, or I'm not one of those persons where I can't learn anything, because I have girlfriends that I learn from all the time. So I am that girl. I'm sincere, I'm passionate, and I'm gonna keep on working hard. I'm gonna keep on working hard. So I am that fun, crazy girlfriend. I'm that crazy girlfriend.
I can second that.
Yeah,
I can second.
I am. I like to cut up. I do. I like to have fun. But I can put on a gown, and I can put my heels on, and I can put my, my customer service, my Harvard customer service voice on and vernacular. I can do all that. But at heart, I'm just this crazy chick that grew up in Indianapolis, that loves to have fun, that loves people, love the kids, and want to do my part. I want to be a servant. I want to be a servant to the children in the community that I serve. And that's me.
Giving back and not just taking from the community. You
boy,
better come
boy,
through.
yes, I'm definitely getting back, because my husband like, I said, I do have a job. Like a job that pays. I said, I know. I said, but the kids, the payment is the kids. Even though I be ready to wring their necks, sometimes I've been eating 5 cocktails when I get home, because they done wore me out.
They take a lot from you. I don't think people
do.
understand it. They take a lot from you.
Let me tell you,
and you give a lot. I mean, now don't get me wrong.
A lot.
I feel like we do receive something from them when we leave.
Yeah,
I feel like every time you do receive something back. So, but it's physically draining when you leave.
It is. It really
physically.
is. And I didn't know how draining it would be. I thought, because I'm the type of person, I think if you just love people through stuff, and sometimes you can't love people through stuff. Sometimes
can't do that.
It's a process.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely a process. And I know I won't see the fruits of my labor probably until the kids get older, and hopefully they will get older and go on and live a well-balanced, successful life. I probably won't see the results of that until then. But I'm in here just putting in work, and it's exhausting. I'm in the first 2 weeks that I was at the school, I went home exhausted. I mean, when I say exhausted, I mean, I was drinking because they didn't wore me out. And I'm just thinking, and I grew up in the hood. I grew up. So I'm not, immune from seeing bad kids. We was all bad. We was bad kids. I said, I wasn't OD.
Don't do that.
I wasn't OD.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I had a couple glasses of wine.
Don't do that.
Yeah, but not. But because I was just like, because I couldn't believe it. I really was in shock.
It's a shock. It's a lot
And
of times when you go to those schools.
it
and
was a
situations,
shock because I
it's a
felt like
shock.
these parents have failed these babies because they're 10 and 11 years old. So what they know is what they've been taught or not been taught. And so,
Or they're learning from something else.
or some, oh, and I found that out today.
Mm-hmm.
I found that out today. You know, the conversation we was having right before we got on air.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my, and this is third grade. Third grade. I was still shy in third grade. Third grade, these kids they know too much. Technology is good, but it can be bad. I didn't know nothing about Fortnite
What's that?
until I got into school.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
just shows how much.
yeah. Well, unless you're around some kids.
Oh, okay.
When I
didn't
tell
get it.
you, there are kids coming in school sleeping because they up all night playing Fortnite. Who ain't making sure they in bed? You know what I'm saying? Like some of the things that we did growing, some of the things that we were exposed to, these kids, it's times 10. Like some of the things that they are doing, we could not do. We wouldn't have no fronts. It would all be remodeled.
My mama didn't let us listen to like a lot of music that was talking about sex. Oh, my mama was not. Kim Kent did not play that. Now, what I snuck and listened to on my personal time, nobody business.
These girls, they know more. They know more than I know about some stuff, and I'm just like, man, that's not good. You know, and I just hear some of the stories because the girls, they do talk to me because I let the girls come in my room. I support 2 5th grade teachers and 2 6th grade. So I'm not a teacher, kind of like an assistant teacher or something like that. And so, but I said, come talk to me. Miss Cook, so-and-so, this teacher getting on my nerves. So I said, I said, I need you to stand up straight and I need you to talk to me and I need you to look me in my eyes. Because I want them
respect.
To respect and talk. When you're talking to people, people need to understand you. So you need to look people in their eyes and speak clearly. I can't advocate for you if I don't know what's going on. And they come in, and I want it to be that way. And so, and I hear some of the stories and I'm like, And so, you know, I hug them because a lot, I be getting bear hugs, you know, because
they're not getting it.
And that's why I do it, because some of them are not getting them. I hug them, and sometimes I'll, you know how you get, they little, so they, you know, give them a little kiss on the forehead. I was told I can't do that because, you know, some people
try to say
be
sexual
perceived, not us, but you know, so, but, and I love on them because I know they ain't getting that. Little girls, I tell them how beautiful they are because they be shy and withdrawn and, you know, just sunk in. And I tell them how beautiful they are. I look at them in their face, and at that age, their skin is still smooth. It ain't weathered yet from life, you know, and I just talk to them and I look them in their face and I tell them how beautiful they are. I tell them how handsome and smart they are because I want them to start to believe it. But they wear you out. They wear you out. I said I was gonna bring a belt to school. I said I'm gonna beat y'all. I tell them all the time, I'm gonna beat you. I said keep on, I'm gonna beat you. And I know
I feel like that love is it's important, so needed. I'm not that. I just got out of high school 2013. It ain't been that long.
Okay,
but I do wish, you know, a lot of the teachers, even in being an adult, a young adult now, and you know, I've worked in the office, I've worked in different areas, and seeing some of the women that just were so backbiting, and a lot of these were black women that done had a title, and it's almost like they want us to fail. It's almost like a lot of the older women they'll talk about how we raise the kids, how we dress, how we look, this and that, the man we're with, and they won't give anything. They won't give anything except criticism. And not even criticism sometimes. A lot of times they're just talking.
Looking at you sideways.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or they're talking about you behind your back. That type of stuff. So it's so refreshing to, I wish we had more teachers like that, or that did take time out of their day, you know, that did take time out of their life to say, you know, hey, I see how you with this little boy.
Yeah.
Slow your roll. I see how you walking around here. Slow your roll. Or, hey, you've been changing. Like, what's going on at home?
Yeah, and you have to ask those questions, because I love to read. I'm a big reader, and so I'm reading a couple of books. One of the book is about teenagers and their emotions and everything that they go through. I should have brought it in here. Everything that they go through. I'm reading another book about trauma, and that keeps me abreast, and that keeps me from just being with these kids after they do something, because I do understand that they going through some stuff at home. Some of them are going through some stuff. There's children that have
Stuff
lost
we
their
couldn't
parents,
imagine.
parents in jail, and not just their fathers in jail, mothers in jail. There's so much going on that instead of getting that love, like we got fussed at. Like I've never heard my mother curse. Like I've never heard my mother curse ever.
My mom wasn't a big cusser.
Mom,
She really
yeah,
wasn't.
but these
Where I
kids,
get this dirty mouth from, I don't know.
but
my
these
mama
kids,
wasn't a big
yeah,
cusser.
these kids are getting cussed out.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say cussed out,
Bitches and hoes.
yeah, and
Oh.
and I don't think, and this is just my opinion, and I don't think after they getting cussed out, somebody is hugging them and saying, "Now this is why this happened." So I remember like growing up before we was gonna get a, why you getting a whooping? Yeah, you know why you getting a whooping, and they tell you why, or they'll tell you why afterward. They get in the bed,
Or during.
yeah, and then
I hated that. I can't
yeah,
think and get
right.
a whooping.
But then they also hugged you.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there and get in the tub, or whatever you gonna do, get in the bed.
We're not going to bed angry. That was my mom's biggest thing. We are
Yeah.
not going to bed upset.
Yeah, and I don't think these children are getting that, because they come to school and they angry. Like I asked this little girl, I was supporting a 6th grade teacher today, so I was sitting in the classroom, and we were just having free conversation. So I was like, and she was like, as long as such and such don't make me mad, I'm cool. She said, because sometimes I have an anger problem. I said, why y'all so angry? I said, tell me. I said, please, I need to understand. I said, because I go to the juvenile center, these girls say the same thing. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. What are you angry about? And
It's
she
something much
said,
deeper.
it's stuff going on at the house.
Mm-hmm.
And at the juvenile center, there are some things that are going on outside, and mothers giving kids up, for adoption. Mothers not there for mothers fighting their daughters, and not one of them, a girl, your daughter gets sassy back with you, and you
Might get a
her in the
pop,
mouth,
yeah.
and her reflex, and you want to hit me? Be like, no, no, I'm just trying to protect myself from you hitting me. I'm not hitting you.
I actually had one of those moments. I
did
was that
too.
kid.
I
was
did
that
too.
kid. My mom, yeah.
I
we
did
had
too.
one of those moments.
Yeah, I did too. But not that. These literally kids fighting, mothers making their daughters or their kids go out and earn money when they shouldn't be. You're supposed to be taking care of this baby. So these are some of the things that these kids are going through. And when they come to school, they just need somebody to hug them, need somebody to love them. They love that discipline because they know love is coming with it. And like you said earlier, all kids love discipline, as long as they know there's some love behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that's my job. I think that is my job. Like I tell people, I was been in the healthcare field for about 15, 20 years, made really, really good money, never had an issue, but I decided to go into the school system because I wanted to be able to help. I just felt like that's where I needed to be, to be able to better understand, since I can't take my human services course because they only offer it online.
You're going to get that
West
human
Line.
services course.
I wish they, because I'm not an online learner.
Okay.
I hate that. I want to be in
You
your
wanna be in
face.
class.
I want to be in the front row with my hand held up like, hey, teacher, I got, I'm that person. And so, yeah, they only have it online because they say not enough people want to come to campus, or there's not enough people interested in the class. I'm like, they're social workers, this, that, and the third. And Indiana Wesleyan is the only school that offers that degree in depth. Like they really cover, not even IUPUI. Yeah, they don't even cover it. Like the classes that Indiana Wesleyan offers, IUPUI don't even offer. And Ivy Tech does, but it's not as good as Indiana Wesleyan. So therefore, I'm reading, getting the material, and then I'm hands-on with these kids. It's experience like that.
I just love you.
Thank you. I love you too. I love the fact that girlfriends can talk. Just have a raw talk, real conversation. I love that because a lot of times people are too scared about what others gonna think to have that really raw talk, real conversation. And
some people aren't accepting of the truth.
well, we're gonna lead them on over there, but the truth gonna have to be told. The truth has to be told because there are a lot of young people out here that need to know. That's why I did when I first started Girl Talk. I think it wasn't last year, but year before last, 2016. Right after Girl Talk, I used to do these raw talk, conversations for our daughters.
Mm.
And conversations for our daughters is basically conversations. A group of women get together, we get together, and have conversations about. We talk about the conversations that we wish our mothers would have had with us, and conversation that our daughters would like for us to have with them, and of course conversations that like my mother wished her mother would have had with her, because we could avoid a lot of hardship, a lot of things, everything, because some things are generational, and so my grandmother was in a domestic violence relationship with her first husband, domestic violence, and then my mother was in a domestic violence relationship. The buck stops here. You ain't getting ready to be hitting me. Don't even raise your voice at me. I tell my husband, I love my husband, don't raise your voice. Bring it down. I don't, because that triggers something, because I remember my mother. So that stops here, and just different things that women go through, and back in the day it was always, oh, that ain't none of your, they kept things hush, hush, quiet. These are conversations we need to be having with our daughters.
And that's why a lot of stuff didn't heal. I feel like with
exactly
going through some of the things I went through with my dad, it was always, it shouldn't be told outside the house. And it's like, well, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
That is the problem.
Yeah.
And some of the people in the house aren't doing anything about it. So where do we go then?
Where do we go there?
Because
the girls don't have that information. So I'm bringing back conversations for our daughters this spring. I'm bringing back, because it's just raw talk, real and we can actually talk and start to heal. I wish my mother would have told me certain things. I wish that she would have said, hey, this is how it is. Give it to me raw. Give it to me real. Tell me so I can avoid it. But because she wasn't in the emotional space that she needed to be in, she couldn't give me what I needed. And therefore, I made certain mistakes and choices that I probably could have avoided if I would have had the information. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, regardless what it is. So I think that we need to have these conversations with our daughters, with our sisters, with our girlfriends, with whoever that will listen, because it's up to us. And as we know, when we want to get anything done, who's going to do it? The women. We get it done. Women get it done. So we're going to have to be very transparent in our relationships, transparent in our home life, transparent in our profession, just transparent with everything that we go through. Now, of course, you'll be telling all your business. Some personal business is your personal business, but situations and topics and issues that can help and affect someone else, please share.
See, and I talked about that on the last show. No, the show before last, I was on Luke's show, and he does a millennial podcast. My brother Luke, my radio brother Luke.
Okay.
He does a millennial podcast, and I talked about it. And I said, it's crazy. I said, people think. I said it's easy to get up here. I said, and tell your business. It's really not. Now, don't get me wrong. We laugh and joke about a lot of it, but it's not as easy as what it seems. And I posted a clip of a show I did last Thursday, Girl Talk, Real Talk, with one of my radio sisters, Michelle. And I was talking about my father, and I was talking about a really bad time with me and my dad where things were really ugly. And my father his heart ended up stopping. They had to shock him.
Okay.
My dad has real bad heart issues. So my dad's not married. So it was, Dominique's the person that's going to make this call.
Okay.
I didn't go to the hospital, and they couldn't even do surgery on him because his heart was that bad. So they didn't think he was going to, make it at all. And it was so crazy. My mother's his ex-wife, and she ended up going to the hospital.
Okay. Yep, put all the differences aside, whatever they are, if any.
And I was just so angry at the time, and I posted that clipping on Instagram and kind of telling people, it seems like it's really easy to get up here and tell your business.
Yeah.
Or that what we do is just for laughs and fun and giggles. And don't get me wrong, we laugh
Yeah.
and joke, we have a good time, but
There's some teachable moments.
there is some really, we do this. This is a therapy for us a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's a big therapy for us. So, we talk about these things, and and people feel some type of way about it. People judge, people do this and that, but it's not easy to be as transparent and to be able to tell all these things, and people are looking at you, and everybody got an opinion about something or another, whether it's good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent. Everybody has an opinion about it.
I've learned to just not care what people think. And that's not always been the case, because trust me, I think when I went into my 40s, that's when I just stopped caring about what people think, because I understand that what I've gone through and my testimony could probably help somebody. There's somebody probably living in silence with all of their hurt and their pain and the things they're going through, thinking that they're in this by themselves. Knowing they're not, but they feel that they're in it by themselves. To just know that there's somebody out there that has gone through something similar, some pain, some trauma, hurt, whatever the issue is, and then they're talking about it freely, and then they've been able to move on from it in a way to where they're able to function and live a happy life. I'm helping somebody. And like I said, I don't care about people judge, and the people that judge are the ones that have the biggest issues. Ain't no telling what's going on with the people that's judging. And then you find that out later. Like, you sitting up here talking about me and judging me and telling me she talked too much, she shouldn't say this, she should, and you got issues of your own. So
that you wouldn't dare speak about.
That you wouldn't dare speak about because you have a facade. You're trying to live this facade. You want everybody to think that you have it all together. You got the initials behind your name. You in this sorority. Every time I see you, your face is beat to the nines. Hair is dead. You looking flawless. And deep down inside, you are in pain because you want people to see you one way, when really, if you just let your hair down and you would just get it all out, and you ain't got to tell the world, tell a trusted person, but then don't judge, like, because I feel like I can't judge nobody. Now I can have an opinion about something, but which I do. I have an opinion about a lot of stuff, but that don't make it fact. It's just my opinion. And I've learned not to judge people, because you don't know what shoes or what road people have walked down. You don't know what a person went through to get to where they are. You don't know what a person had to go through. And and it's easy to sit back and run your mouth. But if you truly knew, you would be like, "Oh my God."
What that
My
girl say?
bad.
Yeah, she alright.
She
cool.
did. She said she alright.
She
I'm
cool.
like, well, dang. All right, okay, let's move on. She did. She was like, "Oh, you all right?" She said that. I'm thinking like, okay, little girl. Mind you, you a little girl, 16 years old. But there was that girl. This is what she told me. So it was a chick, light-skinned chick. She was 17 years old. She was at school 28. And this is what she told us. So she finally, I think she came to the second program. They had been trying to get her to come. She came to the second little program. And cute little biracial girl, light-skinned, had earrings all over the place. One in her tongue. She had one on the side of her lip. She had one in her nose and one in her eyebrow.
She grown.
Yeah, she was grown. Had a car and everything. So after the program, I was like, okay. I said, so did you enjoy the program? Did you enjoy our talk? We were just talking. I said, you enjoyed the talk? She was like, yeah. She said, I said, am I going to see you again? You going to come back? She was like, I'm going to try. I was like, what you mean try? Because I'm thinking, this is school. You got to be at school. So she was like, I said, well, this is school. You got to be at school. She was also like, I got to eat too. I said, well, what do you mean? She said, cuz I feed me and my little brother. I got to go to work. If I don't go to work, we don't eat. You 17 years old. You taking care of your little brother because your mother's on drugs. So it's up to you to make sure the rent get paid, to make sure the lights are on, the water is on, and to make sure your 5-year-old brother. Now you 17 and you got a 5-year-old brother. That could be your kid.
Mhm.
You know, it shouldn't be, but that could be your kid. And so you got to go out here and work. So she comes to school just enough time to where she's
They
not
don't fall.
truant
Yep.
and she get in trouble, and then she leaves and goes to work. And she had 2 jobs.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't know. So we look at her and be like, ugh, but you don't had her fingernails on it, but you don't know what people are going through. So we can't sit back and judge. And it's good that we tell our story so we can help some young woman. It all ties together. Transparency, sisterhood, not judging. It all ties together. So, I want to be that girl, you know.
So in the last few minutes, I'm gonna let you go ahead. So you can put your plug out there. You gotta put
Okay.
your plug out
Okay.
there.
Okay. So, back to Girl Talk. We are starting our first program for 2019, January the 12th. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We are going to be at the Lincoln School of Technology. That is our new location. It is right off 71st and Georgetown Road, right across the street from that Kroger on 71st and Georgetown, and right next door to that Culver's. So we will be there starting January the 12th. That session will go from January the 12th to March the 2nd, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I am going to go home and put that Eventbrite out so parents can register their daughters 10 to 18 years old. We have an awesome program outline. If you want to see that program outline, just go to girltalkincorporated.com. Or if you would like some information, more information on Girl Talk, please email Sonya at girltalkincorporated101@gmail.com. 2019 is going to be super duper amazing. We have a lot of great programs coming up, and I'm just really looking forward to us growing and being able to empower more girls in the city, to mentor more girls. And I'm just super excited to know that 2019 is going to be a really great year for us.
Okay.
Yes.
So as far as Unapologetically Dominique, you guys got to tune in tomorrow the same time, 6 to 7:30. Y'all are not going to believe this topic, this conversation, the people that are coming. It's going to be a mess. So it's going to be a battle of the sexes, and the ladies are asking the guys, what makes a woman a freak?
Oh, that's a good one.
So we got a few married people that's going to be there, single people, people in relationships. So we got a little bit of everything for everybody.
That's going to be good.
Yes. So you guys have to tune in. All the tune in information is on the flyer. So make sure you guys tune in. Then the week after, next Wednesday, we have Miss Pamela Wooden. She will be here. She's the mother of Monica, who was killed, and she will be here to speak about her daughter. Hopefully, we can get some justice for her daughter. She will be here next Wednesday. And then Thursday, we have a holiday show. Y'all, this Thursday show is hitting. We have a holiday show, and then Straight Fully podcast will be coming to take over for the new year. I'm scared.
Hi.
So y'all got to tune in because they are wilding. So y'all have to tune in. Make sure you tune in from 6 to 7:30. I'll see y'all next week.
Yay, that was a good show.